3, 2, 1.
Cheers.
Welcome back, everybody. So first up, microchipping and the effects it'll have on society.
Yeah.
So pull up that article that you got right there.
Yeah. So the article, the title is "Thousands in Sweden have implanted microchips under the skin." I'm gonna just read the first sentences of this article. It says more than 3,000 people in Sweden have implanted tiny microchips beneath their skin to replace their credit cards, information, identification, keys, train tickets, among other everyday items. Also, how it works. The microchips are small chips about the size of a grain of rice. Step 2, what they do is they implant it into under your skin, normally in your hands. And step 3, it just allows you to access your house, building,
your computer, you can pay
finances,
you can pay things at the groceries with it.
You know, and I don't think that's a really smart thing to do, because if they're able to copyright your information, they could sell it.
Yeah, so
and then people could
stuff,
create fraud easier, because everything's gonna be accessible to the computer.
So hacking is not even my biggest concern with it, right? So my biggest concern with the microchipping is that they're gonna sell it to us. You know, it hasn't happened here in the United States, but like.
Well, I hope it never happens here.
But it's gonna come a time where it's gonna come up, right? So
well, it did come up back in I'd say like 2017, 2016, when they were talking about everybody that joins Obamacare has to get a microchip. Thank God that didn't pass.
Right. So before we even jump into it, they're gonna sell it to us as like, hey, you know, this is awesome, right? This is good for you. You know, if you're in a car accident, you have a microchip in you. When the first responders gets there, you know, they'll scan your arm or your hand, get your microchip, they know your blood type, they know if you have any illnesses, any medications that you're on. You know, they'll sell you with this kind of stuff like, oh man, that seems like something really handy to have, you know, in me in case something like that happens. You know, if you're an elderly person and you start having some type of like, you know, heart attack or whatever, you know, the chip is gonna detect it and instantly have a connection to
the help me, I have fallen, I can't get up. That's what they got. They got the lifeline. That's what they got it for. We don't need no microchips in us.
But look, so they're gonna sell it like that, right? They're gonna sell it as like these things that's very useful in life. And yeah, it has its uses, but once they get it into people and people start taking it, then they come out with stuff like how that article about Obama during Obama's administration, that if you want to be on Obamacare, then you have to be microchipped, right? So they're gonna start putting regulations in where like, if you don't have the chip, you can't do X, Y, and Z. Now, if you have the chip,
you can't go on a flight, you can't go on a train ride, you can't do anything.
Yeah, if you do have a chip, then you can do this, you can do that, you have extra rights, or not rights, but they have extra, you know, like special treatment because you have the chip versus you don't have the chip. So then people that might not have the chip because they don't believe in it, they don't want to have that in them, become a second-rate citizen. You know, you're looked down upon. You know, laws are put into place where people with chips don't have all the access that people with chips do have.
Yeah.
So it starts forcing you to get the chips. It starts becoming out of it's your choice. But if you don't,
you're not allowed to
that
do
is
this.
going to happen. You know, then you have to deal with these consequences for not having the chip. And they start selling it to you like this amazing thing, like, oh, you know, your badge. You know, your badge when you get to your job, if you have a badge. You know, sometimes you forget it and you can't get into the building. Right? That used to happen to me all the time. It's like, oh, don't worry about it. We can program your chip to be your badge, and then when you get to any job, boop, you get in
right then and there.
You don't ever have to worry about.
It's like you don't have to carry your wallet anymore. You don't have to carry your ID anymore.
Your license. You get pulled over by a cop. They scan your arm.
Scan me, bro.
They know who you are. Right?
Which I think is fucked up, because you know, it's a big issue if that ever does reach to the United States, because here in the United States you got all these, at least the new generation, that are so
used to convenience. Yeah, easy and quick, right?
That everyone's gonna go running to it because it's the new thing that's out. And at least for me, I know I'm not gonna be that. I'm gonna be that. I'd rather stay off the grid,
right?
Where nobody's gonna fucking know who I am. fuck it. I'm not able to go on a flight. Fuck it. I'll just drive myself around instead.
So see,
you know,
that's how it's gonna get. The big majority is gonna be convenience. You know, it's so easy and convenient.
easy to sell.
Oh, so yeah, man, I want that. Why not? It's just a chip. I don't feel it. No, it doesn't bother me. Like, you know, I'm not a big deal about.
Imagine having a little chip in your freaking hand. Like, you know, at least I'm skinny. You're skinny. Our bones are right there, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like I would feel it, man. Because
I mean, you probably won't, right? You probably won't.
you probably won't, but
the thing
it's
is
in the
that
back of your head.
they're gonna sell it to you. They're gonna sell it to you as this great thing, and then what you don't know is what is that chip actually doing? What is it doing? Other things that you don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Is it analyzing your blood all the time and figuring out what kind of foods are you eating? Are you eating high salt?
Or if
Are
you're
you
taking
eating
any
fast
drugs.
food? Yeah. Are you taking drugs? You know, what kind of prescriptions are you on?
Or if you're
You know?
abusing alcohol
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, it's gonna be
And
transferred.
it's gonna be sending alerts to the police officer, like, yo, this guy is doing drugs, or this guy's super intoxicated, he can't drive, and then the moment he gets into his car, you already got a cop car behind you.
So
you know?
those would be like a benefit, right? Like, oh,
That'd be a benefit.
You're stopping somebody from doing a crime, like drink. Like
It'd be a
drinking
benefit,
and driving.
but as well, you still have people
But-
that don't mind, that
But they're
want
not-
to just get home.
But they're not gonna sell it to you that way. They're not gonna tell you, hey, if you get it when you drink, the cops are gonna know. If you get it and you do drugs, the cops are gonna know. They're not
Yeah.
gonna tell you that kind of stuff, right? That's not the stuff that they want you to know, because then there's like, oh wait, I don't want the cops to know if I've been drinking.
Yeah.
I don't want the cops to know if I've been
Of
doing
course.
drugs. You know, so it's gonna have other little procedures that you won't know what it's really happening or not. And this data could be transmitting to a government center, data center, you know, some big corporation that's selling that data to the government or to somebody else, and they're getting all this extra data. They already
Yeah.
track you on your
You know,
phone
yeah.
with Facebook ads,
Agreed.
all this stuff, right? So they're gonna be tracking you even more with this, and this is the problem where it goes, you literally have no privacy in your life.
At all. At all.
Zero privacy.
You know, imagine we live in a generation where there's a bunch of hackers for everything.
Mhm.
You know, if they could hack SIM cards, they're gonna be able to hack microchips, man.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get everything and be able to duplicate
Your
everything into all your information into a little microchip and sell it to whoever they want. And what are you gonna be able to do? You can't cancel your card. You can't cancel that microchip because they stole your information.
Mhm.
You can't, you
I
know?
mean, it's gonna be a problem in itself.
It is going to be a problem in
Start
itself
getting
because you're going to get hacked no matter what. Because it's just new technology. How we're able to hack anything we want nowadays, man. If I had the smarts to hack anything,
hacked. Yeah.
I'd be a hacker, man. I'd be a
But-
hacker. It's easy money.
See, like hacking, there's already hacking already, but like problems with privacy that people are not realizing that we're losing more privacy is just like people are buying Alexas, right? Alexas or like that Google Home, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You know, people bought it. Oh yeah, hey Alexa, put music on. Hey Alexa, buy this from Amazon, right?
Yeah. I have an Alexa in my house.
Right.
And
So look, the people bought it because it's so convenient. You talk to it and it does. Oh Alexa, you know what's you ask it a question,
Yeah.
or Google it and tell you the answer, right? And it's there like a home assistant that helps you put music on, turn your lights on. You can put it with
Yeah.
smart lights. You know, put it with the lock of your door, smart locks. You know, all these kind of things, right? But then what they didn't tell you is Alexa is recording you.
yeah.
Alexa is listening to every single thing you're saying because it's waiting for that word Alexa, right, to activate its command. But in the meantime, everything that you've been saying all day, they don't tell you, hey, we don't get rid of that.
Yeah. It's all in it's on a
we
database.
we use that to target you with ads because we know what you're talking about. We know if you're talking about, hey, we're low on milk. This guy needs milk.
Yeah.
Hit him with some ads to go to Publix.
You know, it's like
Hit him some ads
it's exactly like
to go
those
over here.
refrigerators that have the big screen.
Yeah, the
And
smart,
the smart refrigerators. My dad wants to get one. I tell him get it because it looks pretty fucking cool. Honestly,
Right, so
they're
it's
fucking cool.
convenient, right?
It's super
It's
convenient because
convenient, it's cool.
you're able to go out to the store. That's what I told my dad. You know, man, I have a smartphone, so if I need something that I don't see in my refrigerator, I could just pop up my phone, search up the app, open up the app, and look into the refrigerator from the store, and be like, okay, I need this, this, and this, and this. And that's how it's gonna be when you have that
Convenience.
microchip.
They're gonna catch you with convenience, right?
And that's how it's gonna be with the microchip. The microchip is gonna it's literally gonna tell you what you need to keep yourself healthy.
They're gonna
to
sell you.
eat this,
Yeah.
because that's what it is. It's all gonna go all sponsored. So whatever you are lacking in your life at that point, it's gonna send you some alerts like, yo, you need this through your computer. Like when you get on your phone, you're gonna have pop-ups. Like we already have them when we go to work and we come back home and we've already searched up one thing at work and we get on our laptop and that's the first thing we look at. But it's gonna be just like that, but 10 times worse.
So,
because you have it on you 24/7.
What I was getting at with the Alexa thing is, you know, people didn't know that it was recording you. People didn't know that it's not just recording to target you with ads.
Yeah.
Now it's been come out in cases where Alexa's been used in court to prove crimes.
Yeah.
Right? So there was domestic violence, right? In a crime, there was domestic violence. They went to court about it and they pulled up the Alexa, took out the recordings, and what happened? It proved who was the aggressor, who attacked who, what really happened, and then they were like, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know that thing was recording me the whole time.
Throw that bitch away.
Right? So it was sold to you by convenience. You know, look how easy it is to use.
Yeah.
It can control your house, your locks, your lights. It can turn on music. You know, it can turn on this. It can turn on that. It can answer any question. You know, all this convenience. But then all the surveillance and tracking that there's behind it, all the targeting, is not talked about.
Yeah.
So with the microchip, same thing.
Same thing.
They're gonna, oh look, it's for healthy people. You put it in you, and you're working out, and it's telling you, it gives
And
you,
how
it
many
connects
healthy
to your,
people
it
are
connects
there?
to an app on your phone, right? And then
Yeah.
it tells you what your heart rate is. It tells you, you know, how your sodium is, how your sodium level,
How your heart's
your
working,
your
how
glucose,
everything's going.
your heartbeat, you know, your white blood cell count, no sé qué mierda,
Your
whatever.
cholesterol levels and all
It's
that
just telling
shit.
you all this stuff, right, about your health, or you know, hey, you go to work and it's your badge. You know, you go here and you identify yourself with your license.
Or if you want to
You
change
get
your
to a
locks
car
at your
accident.
house, you just put your hand on your lock.
Yeah,
you don't need keys anymore.
You don't need keys.
Or-
You don't ever forget your keys.
In
Right?
your car, it's like we could even adapt to your car if you wanted to. You just have to do this and this. So like that, you just show up to your car, bang. You don't even need your keys, and you just leave your keys at your house.
Yeah.
It's fine. Your keys are in your hand.
So there's all these benefits, right? There's all these benefits that, wow, it's so convenient. The
Yeah.
benefit is convenience. Convenience, convenience, convenience. That's what attracts buyers.
Yes.
People
Yes,
buy
that's true.
stuff because we're in a society of consumption of just buying. Convenient and trendy. Trendy items. They're a trend, they're convenient. Hey, look at this celebrity guy, he has it. Hey, look, this guy works out, he has it. Hey, look at this other person, he has
Yeah.
it. And it's so awesome.
And
it's
that's
so
how
awesome.
it all works. It all works from the celebrities, and it trickles down like when you flush a toilet. It all goes down, correct? So you attack the high society, the celebrities, the baseball players, basketball players. They're all going to be pushing all this. Even they might not even have it because what I think about
You
it
don't
is
know, right? You don't know.
What I think is high level people aren't going to need these chips. What they're trying to do is give them to the lower society, give it to the poor, so they could track the poor,
Of course.
because they want to control the poor. You know
Yeah.
why? Because the rich can do whatever they want with all the money they have. They can do whatever, and they're gonna be pushing. Oh, it's convenient, it's convenient, it's convenient.
Exactly. You know,
But then
it's
the
just
poor is gonna fall into it and waste all their money
perfect example.
into
When-
that, so they could try to be like the celebrities.
Perfect example. Presidents. When a president becomes a president, what are they giving? They're giving a super secure telephone, you know, cell phone. They're giving a super secure computer. You know, these people, these presidents, they're not being targeted by Facebook ads.
No.
They're not being targeted because they make sure that whatever device they're using is the most secure thing that nobody's tracking. Nobody's Googling. Nobody can see what kind of stuff Trump is Googling.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff, you know, Obama Googled. What kind of stuff they were looking up. What kind of things they were texting and messaging. You know, what kind of apps they were using.
Well, except Trump, he likes Twitter.
Yeah, he likes Twitter.
I love it,
right?
though. I love
But
it.
you know, they have way more privacy in their life. Nobody knows. No
No,
company
it's true.
knows what's happening.
It's true.
Right? What they're doing. But that's the same thing with the elites. They're gonna, if they do get the chip, they're gonna get something where it's
No
super
one could
secure
track.
that nobody
No one
can.
could
They're
hack.
gonna have the best of the best. Right?
Yes, of course.
That
And then
regular
we
people
get
can't
the
afford.
fucking mediocre shit because where it's gonna be easier to hack. It's gonna be like the Metro PCS
Yeah.
of chips.
Yeah. So let's say we get the chips, right? Because they all these conveniences, right?
Yeah.
And then these elite people don't have. They have the chips, but they have a way ultra more secure, way better. You know, they actually know what's happening in their chips, right? What's there to say that you get all these conveniences? You use your car, you can unlock your car, unlock your door. Buy items with your thing, just scan your arm.
And this is that's what it's trying to sell you right here is the convenience of it.
But listen. What I'm trying to get at is, who's gonna say that those chips might not have some kind of frequency creator or some kind of medication doses inside and start microdosing you, right?
Yeah.
And start microdosing you with certain medication to relax you. If you start getting too hyped, it instantly sends out a little fucking thing of chemicals that relax your brain and you calm down. They start stabilizing people's moods. They start deciding the government or whatever agency is running these chips start realizing, hey, we don't want people to act this way. We want people to act to this. So we want you to react to this kind of material, but we don't want you to react to these kind of situations. So when something like this happens, you get dosed with something, and then everything's relaxed. They start intervening in your life, in your moods, in your thought process, in your biology. How are you gonna stop that? They're not gonna tell you they're doing that. You're not gonna realize it.
I just read this right here. That chip has the same technology that the credit cards have, the debit cards, the key fobs, and smartphones.
NFC.
Near field communication.
Yeah.
So it's very passive microchip. That they say it's very passive.
They're gonna start that way, right?
They're gonna say it's probably not even passive. It's not even just near field communication.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to get hacked no matter what. But they're saying, it's a passive thing, just so they can sell it to people. So they're gonna feel a little bit more secure behind them having this chip.
So the way the game is played, right, is they're gonna sell you the convenience. It's gonna do only small amount of things, right? Because they don't want this big intrusion. Like they're not gonna release a product that can do all these things that we've already mentioned all at once. They're gonna release something that does something very minor, right?
Yeah.
Something very minor. It can be your badge. You can pay. You can pay
with
it. You don't have to worry about your wallet.
Yeah.
About getting, carrying your wallet on you, getting your shit stolen.
Yeah.
It can maybe, track for elder people. We'll give you a special chip that tracks like your health. And if there's any problem,
or if you fall,
you're about to have a heart attack or something, it reads your biology and it sends a signal to 911 to come get you, right? So they'll start off small little things for a certain type of people. Everybody's gonna have a different type of chip, and slowly adopt into society, right? So it becomes a norm, and more people have it. So basically, the majority, very grand portion of population has it. Then once that's settled, all right, we got everybody. They got chips.
Yeah.
They think it's normal. These chips have updates every once in a while. You're gonna go for your medical checkup, your yearly checkup or whatever. This chip is outdated. There's a new release now. They take the chip out, give you a new chip. It's just a procedure. It's normal.
Yeah.
We have to update them. They have a life sentence of maybe only 2 to 3 years, 5 years at most
go back
before we gotta change them because they wear out. Whatever.
Then you gotta go and spend some more money just to get a new fucking.
But let's say it's even free. Right?
Yeah.
The government's just giving it to you for free for all these conveniences, right?
But nothing's ever free in this life, though, right?
Exactly. But then what they can do is they can give you the chip for free, and then if you want these benefits, you purchase the benefits from the companies. The companies program your chip to have the benefit. But before we get into there, you have to constantly be updating this chip all the time, and then as these chips get better and better, they can do more and more that you don't know about because you're thinking, they only do this one simple thing.
And that's what they're just selling you on. It's just this little thing that they're doing.
They're selling you
and
on
then every
small
single time you update, they just include a little
feature.
Just here, this was just a new feature in this microchip.
Yeah.
But every time you update, that fucking little thing keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Just like the Alexas, right?
Yeah.
The Alexas out there, there's software updates to the Alexas. You don't know what the updates are. You don't really understand what's going on. They give you this big term or whatever. They might give you the
you never read
those things.
It's like that episode in South Park when they brought out the iPhones. They had to read the subscription, but they never did. So they just said, "Okay, that's fine. I agree." And then they made this human centipede, bro. with the fucking iPad and a fucking iPhone in the back, and they made a human centipede with people.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's fucking kind of true because I don't read my thing, bro. Nobody reads
those things, right?
And if you don't read it, nobody does. That's the craziest thing because they could have had anything. They could be like, I want to use you as a human trial.
Yeah.
Bang, you agreed?
Yeah.
Go.
Nobody
can't sue, you can't do anything because you agreed to the terms.
Exactly. You agreed.
You know?
It was there in the terms. You agreed.
You didn't read it?
Nobody reads that.
And the whole thing in that episode is read your subscription. Read what you're subscribing for.
Terms,
read your terms, you know? Read it because you don't know what what the terms are. You don't know what you're agreeing for. Because anything could happen. And I want to get to like South Park a little because they're always throwing out everything that's going on in today's life. But that whole thing of reading the terms, it's fucking true. Nobody reads it. If you read it, you're a 1 in a million, bro. You're a 1 in a million to read that.
It's so many pages long, dude.
It is.
It's small words. It's like high terms.
They make it so small, single. They make a single space so you don't read it.
Nobody wants to read that, but they just want to access whatever it is that you're trying to access.
I don't read it, bro.
Nobody reads it, man. Nobody reads that.
I just want to get through it and start my fucking phone.
Nobody reads it.
But you're gonna be a fucking human centipede one day, bro. Fuck it.
So you know, so with the whole chipping thing is, they're gonna sell you on the convenience. They're gonna keep updating your chip left and right, and then it's gonna come to a point where these little privacy features that you don't know about, just like the Alexa, don't really know that are there, and they keep invading your privacy more and more and more and more. And a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, but I don't got anything to hide, right?
Everyone has something to hide, bro.
But even if you
don't
have anything to hide, right? Even if you don't have anything
Everyone
to hide.
says that. Everyone says, I got nothing to hide. But deep down inside, you know you got that fucking thought in the back of your head that's going to come out in public once you get that fucking microchip, bro.
So you
brought up
a good point. So this led me to this thought right now. It's like, everybody's got something to hide, right? So what happens if everybody has a chip, right? And then there's a company out there and they're like, hey, you want to know if your spouse is cheating?
Dang.
Subscribe to us,
here.
right? Subscribe to us.
Yes.
And what are they gonna do? They're gonna, I don't know how it's gonna work. This is all just as free flowing thought right now, right?
But you're gonna be able to juices coming in together, you know.
Let's say they do something where they're like, all right, you want to find out if your spouse is cheating, kind of like hiring a private investigator, right?
Yeah. I can track his information.
Yeah, give me whatever information you need from this guy to identify the person. They have a data set of who the chip is and inside this guy.
Well, find me the barcode to his chip. You gotta have that barcode in your house. Like how they sell you the iPhone, you always keep that box, no matter you don't fucking need it anymore, but you always keep it. Cause
a special unique code.
Yeah, you got this code on this chip.
Yeah.
Find me that, and I'll be able to track your husband then.
Yeah, right. They do something like that, right? And then whatever it is, or get your phone. You're gonna download our app, and our app, when you get close enough to that person's chip, it's gonna read something, and it's gonna instantly log into them, right? Like you're gonna somehow like access, what this chip is, right? So then, what if the chip starts reading your hormones? Like when you get aroused, when you're having sex, when you're flirting, when you're kind of stuff like that, and then it's like, oh, then this company sending you information saying, hey, this guy, we got levels of high arousal and maybe ejaculation, or
they can even track you to see where you're at that point and why you're getting that arousal.
There was an exchange of body fluids, from what we're reading in their chemistry.
Yeah.
Either
there's
this
a little
guy
spike in
or this girl was, this indicates that from what we know is they're with another person, they're having, sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
So then you're getting, so everybody's got something to hide. All these companies are going to come out with more and more and more information on how to make it convenient to you and how to use it against you, right?
Yeah.
So it's always going to be an invasion of privacy, and that's something that people don't value in the 21st century is privacy. Yeah. They don't value their data. They don't value anything in their life.
Nobody values their own privacy, man.
They don't know what privacy is anymore.
They don't. They throw everything out in the public, man.
Yeah,
everything is out on social media. Mm-hmm. It's like how the issue with social media, man. I can take a picture and I will never post where I'm at. You're able to tag, oh, I'm at this place.
Yeah.
I'll never do that because I don't want nobody to know where I'm at a certain point, because I I'm not saying that I got a bunch of fucking haters and people are gonna come kill me, but what if you got somebody that dislikes you, or you did something with somebody's girlfriend or somebody's wife or something, or even just the suspicion that this guy he's hooking up with my wife, and there's nothing behind that. There's nothing going to that, and they follow you. They could get to you and know where you're at 24/7.
One of the problems is when most people get robbed, it's because somebody that you know either told somebody you have some stuff inside your house, or somebody that you actually know decides to rob you because you have certain things, right? So if somebody you actually know, or somebody that you know told another person, and that person decided to rob you. So what if that happens, right? And you tag yourself, oh, I'm out here at some bar or some whatever. This person's already been following you because somebody either told him that you have nice things and they're planning on robbing you, or the person himself has been inside your house, has seen what you got, and is planning on robbing you.
That's true.
Right? They follow you on social media, right? They see, oh, hey, Randy's not home right now. He's out there. Perfect time to go to his house. There's nobody there. Break into his house, steal his shit. Oh, Randy tagged himself that he's out in the Bahamas. He's out of the country. His house is not being watched by anybody. And then he goes to his house and break in. That's the problem with geolocation. Tagging yourself. People know you're not home. So people can rob you. You know, there's a lot of other things that, you know, a lot of cases you don't get robbed. But there is that privacy aspect of people don't need to know where you are all the time.
Yeah, no, they don't. They really don't. They don't need to know that you're out in fucking Orlando or you're out in fucking Mexico or in Arizona or in New York. We don't need to know that, man.
Dude, this thing's strong, bro.
I'm starting to feel it, bro. I'm starting to feel it. Actually, guys, we kind of messed up. We were supposed to start with a shot at the beginning of the show, but we forgot to turn the light on. So I'm kind of feeling it already, bro. You know,
I'm feeling after that.
That first shot kind of messed me up a little bit. You got us a little bit rowdy, which is what we were looking for.
We're drinking rum, and then over here we're getting a beer as a chaser, bro. So.
But that shot got me, bro. That shot at the beginning, even though we should have implemented it at the beginning, but we can't because we didn't get the right lighting. Yeah. But it was right. You'll get it in the next episode. You'll get to see the shot in the next episode.
So back to the chip, right? So my biggest problem with the chip is a big invasion of privacy. Right? I want to wrap up the issue with microchipping. It's a big invasion of privacy. People don't realize that.
Yeah.
They're gonna sell it to you as A, but it's actually gonna be B, C, D, and it's gonna do a lot of other things that you don't know it's doing. And I want to touch one quick subject for people that are, people that follow, like the Bible, and they believe in God and stuff. The Bible talks about the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
And
that's the
mark. If there's anything that would represent the mark in real life, it would be the chip. Everybody that's chipped is gonna fall in line with whatever is happening in society, whatever leaders are in line, and you're gonna have to follow those guidelines because of the chip is telling you that if you want to do this, you gotta have the chip. If you want to do that, you gotta have the chip.
I just thought
and it might be doing things that you don't agree with, and it's a total invasion of privacy. It's a total invasion. It can completely change your mental aspect about things because, like we mentioned, what if it's releasing some type of chemicals into your brain.
Before we go on to another subject, I just thought about this. What if this microchip, they're able to fucking control you from the president's office and be like, okay, you know what? I want this to be a revolution right now. Yeah, bang, let me flip a switch. Like, I don't know if you ever watched when you were younger, the SpongeBob movie, the first one. When they put the bucket on the people, the chum bucket. What's there to say that that's not gonna happen once they put the microchip in you? That at a flip of a switch, you're brainwashed, and bang, you're for everything and anything that the president wants you to fucking do.
The president
or anybody, or
the president, but
what about North Korea or fucking China? And they hack you, and bang, a flip of a switch.
Yeah, bro.
You are
a sleeper agent.
A sleeper agent.
A sleeper agent. Once they flip some stuff of switch, you don't know what that microchip is capable of doing.
Yeah.
What it can do, that it can affect.
Because those chips aren't made in the United States. They're all made in China or made in a different country. So what is it to say that they're not doing that just to fucking have sleeper agents in the United States.
Thing is that you don't even know, bro.
You don't know because you can't. You can never know, bro.
Another thing I want to touch on real quick before we drop this topic is, bro, what if people are getting microchipped already and they just don't know, and they're running tests? You know,
inmates.
You go get shots.
Inmates, bro.
Not just
or
inmates,
even
you go get vaccines.
You don't get vaccine shots.
This is a new vaccine that's like whatever weird ass name. You don't know what the vaccine does. The doctor tells you whatever it is because even the doctor might not even know, right?
We'll upload a picture of what the syringe looks like because it's a syringe with the microchip in it. So what's it to say that like you said,
you don't know. And
like
you're getting microchipped already.
It's like, oh, this is just a new vaccine, but it goes in your hand. You know, this vaccine goes through your hand, not through your not through here or through your ass. No, it goes through your hands. You know, little kids. Little kids when you're little, you get shot in the ass. But if you ever have a doctor tell you, I got a new vaccine that goes through your hand, tell them, no, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, I'm getting out of here. I ain't getting no fucking microchips, bro. I know what it is. It's a microchip. That's what you tell them, bro. You tell them that because it's suspicious. It's suspicious, bro.
I recommend don't get microchipped.
Hell no,
no matter
bro.
how convenient
you're gonna get hacked.
Don't do it.
You're gonna end up getting hacked because we're in a society where you can hack anything, bro. Anything. And you're gonna be screwed if you get hacked.
Everything's
you're gonna have your credit card, your keys to your house, your social security, your date of birth, everything in that little fucking rice grain.
Yeah.
That you're gonna get hacked and you're gonna lose your entire life. You worry about when you lose your money from a credit card? Shit, because I get fucking stressed when they break into my credit card and they steal my money.
Yeah.
Imagine when they steal your life.
Yeah, bro, your entire identity, everything, your keys to your house, everything, bro. So, alright, let's leave it at that. You guys drop your comments on what you think about microchipping. Would you microchip? And if you would, why? Why would you get a microchip?
Tell me the benefits of why you would get it.
I want to learn more. Right? We spoke about it.
We spoke about the benefits, but I want to know more why you would think microchipping would be great for you.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it'd be good for me. Honestly, I really wouldn't. Yeah. Do you think it would be good for you?
I don't agree with microchipping. I would not.
If you could try to change our minds.
Yeah, give us feedback.
Give us feedback on it, because I would love to know.
You think about microchipping. Would you get one or not? If you would, why? If you don't, why not? Do you agree with us? Not agree with us? Drop all the comments. We welcome all kinds of fucking feedback on this topic. So let's jump into the next topic, right? So
the VR and the
virtual reality.
Virtual reality.
Right.
Man, that's a crazy one, man. Because we got the Oculus glasses. We got a bunch of stuff that are coming out, like
HTC,
the PlayStation one,
Vive, the Vive, HTC.
Like, this is just starting off right now. You know, this is the beginnings.
It's an infant stage.
Yeah, VR. It's in its infant stages, where one day we'll be able to lay in our bed, put on a helmet, and bang, just go straight off into a virtual reality world, man. Mm-hmm. You know, it's kind of crazy. That one day we'll be able to do that, which I think is actually would be pretty cool. But there's ups and downs to everything. Yeah. And the downs is where you're gonna be, it's like addicted to drugs, where you're gonna want to live in that virtual reality because we're in such a shit world that everything's going good for you in that virtual reality, man.
Yes. So let me finish this real quick. Beer as a chaser, huh? So when it comes to that about laying in bed, bro, and like those animes I spoke to you about, and you know, can you imagine putting a helmet on and you lay down in bed and your body's pretty much numb, it's pretty much asleep, and you're in this entire other world where, man, you know, it's either you're playing a video game or let's just say it's a world of just to explore. You're gonna live you're gonna feel like you're living an entire other life on there, and it's like, man, this world is so much better than what my real life is like.
No judgment.
Even there's no judgment. Right? Even when you play video games, there's still judgment. Like, oh, you're a squirrel boy.
But even still, you could still get back past that because you know it's a virtual reality world, but you're thinking, this is such a better place to live in because I don't gotta pay rent, I don't gotta do this, I got no responsibilities. So you're able to get through that and be happy in that virtual reality, even though you still get that cyberbullying.
Yeah.
You're gonna still be able to get through it because you know you're in a virtual reality world, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah, bro. It's like when I think about virtual reality and like how far it can go from, we're literally in the state right now where like you can just get on there and you just see some things, but you get kind of dizzy because the movement is not natural. So like everything moves too fast for your regular mind. You literally get dizzy.
Yeah.
I have the Vive. I'll let you use it one of these days. I gotta set it up. Bro, it gets you dizzy. There's a game where you play with these swords, and each handle is a sword, and you're just fighting.
Oh, chopping shit up.
You're fighting somebody else.
Really?
Like, not another real person, but like,
but
an AI.
Like an AI, yeah.
And you're fighting them they have shields, and they have arrows, and you're just there fighting them off, right?
No,
bro,
shit.
and like, it's so
Damn,
quick.
games that come, because when VR first started, it was when the PS2 and the PS4 came out with its own VR headset.
Yeah. That was trash.
It only had a few games, and I played a few games. But from what you're telling me, VR has come.
It's come a long way already.
Way.
In the short time, like besides that has to like interact with your body. You have to actually be standing, holding two controllers, moving your arms. You gotta be careful because you'll run into shit, right?
Yeah.
But they're building ways to like create these gloves, create this type of platform where you can put your legs on, so you can actually walk with just your legs while you're sitting down. Like you're just literally doing this with your legs as you're sitting, and your character's moving. You don't actually have to move anywhere, and you have gloves where basically you can actually grab an item. You don't have to use controllers.
Yeah, it's just
if you see a sword or you see an apple, you can actually reach out, grab it, and you'll feel it in your hand. It has sensors. Sensors where it puts pressure on your fingers, and you'll feel like you're actually holding something.
Now I got a question. What about these drug addicts that fall into the VR world, man?
Right. So that's a good topic, right? So like, you imagine it's so early on, but like imagine when it's later on, where like you were saying, like you're laying in bed.
Yeah, laying in bed, and
you're
just,
in a whole
that's what I was
world.
trying to get to. You're laying in bed, or even if you're you go to an office where you're able to go play games, pay, and you go to play games, but you got this drug addict that he's just a complete drug addict, a complete failure in life. And he gets into the virtual reality world where he could
drug addicts, people
distinguish what's going on.
Yeah, people that abuse drugs that eventually become mentally unstable.
Yes.
They don't understand it. They say these people get onto a virtual reality, they get high on something, some crazy stuff. They already have some kind of mental unstableness in them, like they're kind of schizophrenic. Kind of like how in the movie in The Joker, right? Like the guy had mental issue where he was hallucinating things that weren't really happening to him, but he thought they were, right?
Yeah.
So like people like that exist already. Imagine now they get introduced to this world of VR. They put this helmet on. They love the experience, right? They don't ever want to get out of there. What if they start de-associating what real life is and what the video game or the virtual reality world is like? Player One Ready, right? It wasn't just about a video game, right? They weren't just playing a video game. It was a world. It was a world. There was different things to do besides playing the video game. It was an entire society existing in there, right?
Yeah.
So, can you imagine that with people who are schizophrenic, are paranoid, are somewhat crazy? They abuse drugs, and then they're on this. And then when they get out into the real world,
and they inject themselves with heroin or do crystal meth or something, they can't associate.
They can't associate real life
versus VR
versus the VR, and then they're like, what if they start thinking, this is fake, and real life is what I see inside that helmet, but they don't really understand, and that helmet is actually the fake life. That's virtual reality. It's not real what you see in there, but they associate that as their real life. And their fake life is when they're outside of the helmet and they are living in this world, and then they get triggered by something, they commit some type of crime, they kill somebody, they go rob a bank, they do something that they think isn't real. Oh, I can do it, it's no big deal, I can log off of here, this is fake. The real world is over here. And it's like, wait up. That's not the way it works.
I'm locked up now because I killed someone.
Now you're locked up, and these people are gonna have crazy meltdowns where they're gonna think, I'm in a game and I can't get out. Yeah. And no matter what I do,
that's the downside of virtual reality in the future, because that's where it's leading to.
None of these people are real. They're gonna be killing people not feeling anything about it because they're not real. And it doesn't have to take them to the crazy people.
Well, imagine how we got the game Grand Theft Auto right now. And imagine you
Yeah.
could play that in VR mode.
Mm-hmm.
People are not going to be able to fucking
And then they
associate real life to
Virtual
VR
reality.
mode from Grand Theft Auto. You know.
yeah, because right now we think
It's such a realistic game because when you play it, it's you can see it's realistic, man. It's kind of realistic.
yeah.
Imagine being in there, your whole mind is in that game. You know?
Look, right now you play a video game and you see it and you know it's fake. You know
Yeah.
it's a cartoon. You know it's graphics. You know it's not real just from what it looks like. Even though it looks realistic,
Yeah.
it's not.
It's not real.
It doesn't look real.
You can't go past that
Yeah.
because it's just
And-
a video game you're playing.
Exactly. It looks
But once you
realistic,
put on
but
those
it's,
headsets,
but it's not real. But once you put on these virtual reality and then virtual
Yeah.
reality takes it to another level of graphic design where, you know, you've seen some video games where like they do like
like
cuts.
VR1,
They do cuts
like,
and then
Game Ready 1.
yeah, Ready Player
Ready
One.
Player One,
whatever
you
it's
know?
called. Yeah.
Their virtual reality to the real thing. It's the only thing that sets them apart is the character.
Yeah,
You
and,
know?
and like in that
That's the
example,
only thing.
their real
But-
life sucked, right?
Yeah.
Like this kid lived in like some
garbage
garbage. Like,
town,
it looked like
oh
a.
my God.
It looked like a
junkyard,
Like a
honestly.
junkyard. Yeah, there you go. Junkyard. That's the word. A junkyard with all these houses stacked up on each other.
Yeah.
This guy was like inside a fucking car with his setup to play in the virtual world.
Yeah.
So his escape was escaping into the virtual reality. That was what was most important to him. In the real world, he only did what he needed so that he could power up his stuff, fund himself to
Yeah.
buy the items he needed to set himself up in the virtual reality. And then in virtual reality, he was this good guy that was awesome at the game. That was trying to win,
Trying to win so he could have money for
to be
his family.
to be set for
Yeah.
life. So, you know, can you imagine where life is shit and then you're out there trying to? This is the life I want to live in, bro. I want to
Yeah.
live in this virtual reality where I'm
That's what
famous,
everyone's
I'm
gonna
known, I'm the best player. You know, the life I live there is awesome. I have a virtual wife,
But the
kids.
moment you
know.
disconnect, you come back to the shit life, and you're just like, God damn it! You just want to get back in, and that's what you want to live.
You're gonna be
off.
thinking about it all the time. Yo, my real wife sucks.
It's basically being addicted to a drug because that's what it's gonna end up being. Like you're gonna want to live that. Just want to be there.
Yeah.
24/7.
Virtual reality could become the drug.
Yeah,
Because
that's the drug
it's
of the
escape.
not the 21st century. We live in the 21st century, but the drug of the 25th century. You know.
Not even. You don't gotta go that far, bro. Another 5 centuries, not even, bro. Just think about it this way, right? So people, a good example I like to think about all the time is smartphones came out in 2007, 2006, around there, 2008. We're in 2019 now, almost 2020. Look how far they've come in a short time span, right? All the
Yeah.
things they can do. Let's go back even further, right? In 1903 or 1903, before 1910, right?
Yeah.
The first flight took place with the White brothers. The first fucking little airplane design with an engine. These people took off the ground, and they were off the ground for about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
That's the first record of a flight ever happening.
What year was it? 1903?
1903.
Alright, fast forward 70 years. The Concorde came out where you could fly from New York to London in 2 hours.
Exactly.
In 70 years.
In 70 years.
Exactly
Look how far-
70, because that was the Concorde came out on September 26, 1973.
Yeah.
You said 1903.
1903, around there.
Okay, give it 7. Let's say it was 1903. Give it 70. Only 70 years passed, and we came up with the airplane called the Concorde.
Yeah.
That was able to fly from New York to London in 2 hours, which that flight is normally.
It was supersonic. It was a
Yeah,
supersonic flight.
It's a supersonic flight.
So-
Even though they had major failures, but it's still something that it's still unheard of.
Yeah, in
You
70
know,
years,
70
look how
years.
far we took flight, right? Now fast forward to 2019. Look at the crazy things we can do now, right? The cars we have, the planes we have,
Yeah.
the drones,
Self-driving
the technology, self-driving cars that don't run on gas,
Yeah.
run on electricity.
Run on electricity.
You know, smartphones. We literally walk around with a computer in our pocket the entire day. Computers back in the 50s, back in the 50s and 60s was this entire room. It was an entire room.
Yeah, in the 50s, we're all entire room. And then you get into 90s, you had little beepers. Yeah. Then you get to 2000s, because I had myself a little PDA. I had a PDA. Not a little, it was a fucking brick.
Yeah.
But it was a PDA where I could talk on the phone, do whatever I wanted.
So I want to fast forward. I want to get stuck on this. But look how fast we've gotten with the technology we created. Less than 100. 2003 would technically be 100 years from the first flight.
Yeah.
Right. And look at the crazy things we did in 100 years. Right.
Yeah.
The crazy amount of advance in technology.
100 years starting from 2003 to the next 100 years that we won't be here. Just imagine, guys, what's gonna come out once we're dead, bro. Imagine once we're gone, left from this.
Not even when we're gone, bro. Just think when you're 80 years old.
80. Not even. Imagine 60. Just when you're fit, because you're 27, right?
Yeah.
I'm turning 27. Imagine once we're 50,
bro, and 33 years.
Let's not go to 80, because once we're 80, we're not gonna understand what's going on in technology. Because at the age of 50, we'll most likely still be able to understand we're going to try to keep
in touch with technology.
But just imagine, once we're 50, 30 years passes.
The level of technology.
The level of technology. That's
right. So look how fast cell phones have exceeded technology. From 2007, when we were in high school, cell phones didn't exist. Smartphones didn't exist. Cell phones existed, but not smartphones. From
iPhones first came out. iPhones first came out when we were freshman
in high school.
Yeah.
Right? So look at it now.
And they're the shittiest of the shit phones.
Nobody had them. Very few people had it. They didn't do shit. People still had their iPods and their iPad. The iPad came out later.
iPad came out later, but everyone still had the fucking little stick, bro. The little stick. It was the little one. It wasn't the stick one, because I had the stick. Yeah. And then you had the little the whatever it was called, that was skinny, and then the mini iPod came out. But those, I hung out with those every single time. I would go to school with my fucking iPod mini, and listen to music while I had my iPhone.
Yeah.
So it's like technology has gone to where we don't need iPods anymore. iPods are extinct.
They're all inside the phone.
They're all inside the phone, because you have iTunes, you got Google Play, you got whatever.
People started downloading music into their cell phone, right, to listen to music. Now we don't do that anymore. Now we stream.
LimeWire was a thing, man.
Bro, LimeWire people download music into their computer.
Even if it gave you viruses, didn't fucking matter. You're getting the music that's coming out right now, and if you were cool, you had LimeWire, and you had the new music,
Yeah, and then people got smartphones. They started downloading music into their phone so they can listen. They didn't get rid of the iPod.
Yeah.
And then what happens now? Now we don't have to have things on our actual phone. We stream from either YouTube Premium or Spotify or
iTunes.
Pandora.
iTunes has its own streaming where you pay $4.99 a month if you're a student, and $9.99 a month if you're not. But you're gonna be paying whatever for everything, because we're gonna, like Netflix. We stream Netflix. We could watch everything we want on Netflix.
Exactly. Everything
or on Amazon Prime.
And quick. Right?
Yeah, on quick. It's like Hulu. If you missed your show from last night, it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Go right ahead and watch it last night. You can miss it, guys. Miss it, go on Hulu and watch it.
Yep. Commercial free if you want to.
Commercial free. You pay $14. Bang. You got commercial free TV shows.
So imagine VR, bro. VR just started a few years ago. 2014, around there.
Yeah.
2013. The first headsets
that you're able to put your phone in and bang, do a little roller coaster ride
in front of you. You do little stuff, little basic things.
Little roller coaster rides.
You nod your head to interact. Little crap like that.
Yeah.
We already got way further things. Like I was telling you, play with the swords. You're actually moving. There's ones with guns where you're actually holding the guns. Like you have an avatar and you actually have to reach for your gun. Take a gun out, you reload it. It has buttons. You eject the magazine. You have to reload. You have to do the hand motions.
There's actually
the controllers.
A game.
Reload, aim.
That's like Guitar Hero, but with the little swords. That's like Guitar Hero.
Yes.
That's doom doom.
Yeah, and then the music is coming and you have to slice them.
You have to slice them
in certain ways to keep the rhythm going.
Keep the rhythm going. Now you don't need to play Guitar Hero. You got it all in a virtual reality world.
Well, exactly. Another thing was, I told you about movie theaters. They're creating virtual movie theaters where you put your headset on, you're at your house, I invite you into my session, we're going to watch the same movie, your avatar is there, you can wave at me, it's very basic right now. You can wave at me, I can wave at you, we can hear each other over the mic, right? We can hear each other, talking to each other. And then it's a simulated movie theater. You have the movie theater there, it looks like a real movie theater, and the movie plays, and you can look at your buddy, you can look at your friend over there, over here, talk to each other while the movie's playing, and you're at the comfort of your own couch at home.
Yeah.
It goes away from the dangers of, if I go to the movie theater, some crazy person walks in like in a Joker movie, they're claiming that they're going to walk in and create violence and shoot somebody up. I'm too scared to do something like that. I don't want to deal with the inconvenience of actually driving to the movie theater, actually going and getting dressed, buying the ticket, buying
just
popcorn.
do everything from home.
If I'm watching the movie theater at the movie, theater,
you can't even buy
can't pause the movie.
You can't, and you can't even buy you can't even ask for a fucking cup of water, man.
All right, when we went,
we went and watched the fucking Joker.
We don't give out free cups of water.
You don't get free cups, so you gotta buy a glass. The fuck, bro? I just want water, man.
Cup of water, bro. Just give me a small cup, the smallest one you got. I'm just gonna fill it
up
with water.
I'm buying a fucking $10 small popcorn. Come on, guys. If I'm buying a $10 small popcorn that you're giving me,
and I can't even get a free cup of water.
I can't get a free cup of water, bro.
So
that's all I want.
You don't want to deal with going to the movie theater
and spending so much money.
And then not just that, but you're at the movie theater, right? There's always gonna be some type of asshole that's either on their phone, making some type of noise. They're banging you in the back of your seat. There's a little kid crying in the corner. Because some parent brought their kid to the movie when they shouldn't have.
You don't have to deal with that anymore.
You don't have to deal with anybody. You don't have to deal with anybody stealing your elbow space on the seat. Bro, you're at the comfort of your couch. You gotta take a piss. Hit pause. Guys, I'll be right back. Hit pause. Go to the. You can even walk to the thing. Just pick your headset up. Walk to the bathroom. Take a piss. Put it back on. Watch the movie. Sit back down on your couch, eating your nachos.
And if you know your house fucking non-stop, you could just go take a fucking piss. Doesn't even matter. You can go walk around your house with your goggles on, watch the entire movie while you're taking a piss. If you know your house 100%, you can do whatever you want.
Virtual reality is gonna be it's the future. It's the
next advancement of
cell phone.
We've been taking small steps. I know. Let me see here. When the Google Glasses first came out, that was when I was in high school, man. The Google Glasses came out like around my senior year, junior year, around there, because that's when I first found out about them. I was in amazement because I was like, man, I could text, go through Facebook, go through MySpace, you could Google things.
And it's just a little piece of glass.
It's a little piece of glass. So you got one eye where you're looking out, but you got another eye searching through everything you want, bro.
Yeah.
Which is...
It's crazy, right?
It's crazy.
And it's already obsolete. Right?
It is obsolete.
In 2019, Google Glass no longer exists.
No.
They don't sell it anymore because it's obsolete. They have better technology.
Yeah.
Right, we already saw some articles.
Well, we saw with
they have
the contact lenses that Google's actually working on, man.
Yeah, bring that article up about the Google contacts, bro, that they're working on.
They're working on Google contacts. They have 7 different patents that they're working on because they don't officially know, but they said that it was gonna come out in the late 2019 to 2020.
Yeah.
And
that's right there, bro. That's right around the corner.
We're already in fucking 2019.
Late 2019. 2020 is a few months away. And it was talking about how it analyzes the tear, and from analyzing a tear, like the moisture in your eye, it can read certain biological traits in you about how your body's reacting to certain things.
Yeah.
What was it? I don't remember the exact details of what the article was saying. But how crazy is that? Contacts, bro. Those are the kind of stuff you see on Black Mirror.
Yeah. All right, so here it says, wearable devices are already making technology much more intimate than once seemed possible. But Google has kicked it up to a whole new level. The company has announced a project to make a smart contact lens. But this gadget isn't going to be used to deliver your email straight into your skull, at least not yet. That's what it says.
That's right, not yet, right?
Not yet. The project is working to tackle on the biggest health problems facing the countries today, diabetes. So what this is trying to do is do your health, but like we were talking earlier in the podcast,
Yeah.
They're saying we're working on diabetes, we're working on this,
But
we're working on your health.
they don't send you emails.
They don't send
yet,
you emails yet.
right?
But what is it to say that those contact lenses aren't gonna just screw on to your eyeball and just stay there, and then they're gonna be able to mind control you from that?
I mean, I don't think it'll get there, right?
I think it's gonna get there because my imagination is a little bit more out there than anybody else's. But if I wear contact lenses, I don't. But if I were to wear contact lenses that have all this technology, what's it to say?
Exactly.
They're gonna be able to.
I wear glasses, right? I wear glasses.
What does it
And
say?
then
They're not gonna be able to
there's
contact
these
you.
contact glasses out there that do all these crazy things, right? You can see all these things. You can do all these things.
They
with
change
contact-
your eye color.
You know, people that wear contacts already. I don't wear contacts. I can't fucking put anything in my eye.
Can't touch that. I
Yeah,
can't
I
touch.
can't.
I will
I can't.
never be able to. I won't be able to wear contact lenses
I'd rather be blind than have to
My-
put a contact.
my eye just automatically closes.
Right? So I can't put contacts on. But these people that can, they see all this convenience of putting the contact on, like to do all these crazy
Yeah,
things.
where they don't need their phone
They're
anymore.
They're gonna use it,
Or
right?
they could use the phone
These
and
are the
they
kind of
can.
things. These are the kind of things you see on Black Mirror, bro. On Black Mirror, where they have these contacts, they have these little microchips, where in an episode, when you want to put your wife on mute because you're tired of fighting with her, you literally block her out, and they get muted, bro. They become a gray blob. You can't see them. You just see a gray blob, so you can't see anything about them.
Yeah.
You can't hear anything they're doing, and they just block you out.
Yeah.
And in Black Mirror they use that a lot, where they use these little microchips to put behind their ear or contacts that they put in, and they can interface with the world with augmented reality, virtual reality kind of stuff, and it's insane that the problems it brings. Like, if you guys are interested in this kind of topic, like Black Mirror is the show to watch. It attacks and it tackles
Just
hardcore level
imagine
problems.
social media already causing problems in relationships. Imagine when you got contact lenses that your wife can't get access to because you're wearing them.
You get contact glasses that can detect your heartbeat, right? So like right now I put contact glasses on and they can detect your heartbeat already. And if you see a hot girl, your heart starts beating a little bit faster. You're like, hey, you like that girl? You think that girl's hot? It's like, no, I don't. You can't get away from that.
That's
You
when you're
can't
gonna
lie.
need to find that girlfriend that's gonna be fine with you checking girls out with her, and that's it. But
There's a lot of problems, man.
These-
There's a lot of problems with virtual reality. The abuse of people wanting to escape virtual reality to be in that world, And on top of virtual reality, augmented reality, which is augmented reality. The difference between virtual and augmented is virtual is when you're in a world that's completely 100% fake. Some type of headset or something right now can put you in a virtual world.
yeah,
Augmented would be more like Google Glass.
Google Glass
Or Microsoft HoloLens, if you guys haven't heard of that, where it creates virtual objects that interact with the real world.
Yeah.
I can look at you and then see a little blimp over you and see your social media handles, see how old you are, and I'm just looking directly at you and I see these little data thing plops above your head. That's an augmented reality kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they're going for that. Snapchat released glasses a few years ago. It didn't get far, but you wear your glasses. You can take pictures instantly and
Take
instantly
video,
uploads
yeah.
to your videos and pictures instantly into your Instagram, into your Snapchat. I'm sorry, and these are all kind of wearable technology that interacts with the virtual world. People are gonna create more and more items where they're gonna be diving into more virtual reality. Can you imagine not having to go out to hang out with your friends? Hey, yo, guys, let's hook up. Let's meet at virtual Flanagan's 101 at 9:00. You log in, boom, you get there and you start drinking
But
virtual
that'd be
beers.
fucking
Bro.
shit,
You start
man.
drinking.
You never have
You
to
start
get
drinking.
drunk. You never get
exactly
drunk.
right. You start drinking virtual beers in your virtual avatar, your state. You start in GTA 5.
Yeah, if you
can get drunk, you can get high,
Yeah.
right? And it impairs.
It impairs
your senses in the game, right?
Yeah.
So can you imagine doing that in a virtual reality world where it's gonna feel a lot more real? Where you're like, oh man, I'm dizzy, I'm
Yeah.
drunk, you know.
Or you could end
high,
up doing
I'm
some
start
drugs.
hallucinating.
You could do some drugs. You could do heroin, cocaine, fucking crystal meth, anything you want in the virtual reality.
You know, some psychedelic drugs, shrooms.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
not
you
gonna
can
affect you in
can
real
do,
life, but in the video game, it's gonna enhance whatever's going on.
You do some Molly, do some crazy drug, right?
Yeah.
And then get onto virtual reality, and then get virtually drunk,
Well,
virtually
we could
high.
like if
Bro,
we're
it's gonna enhance things even further.
you know, imagine today's age we have what is called silent discos,
Yes.
where you put on the headsets and you listen to music, and everyone's there has headsets and listening to the same music or different music, and they're all dancing to different music or the same thing, and it's all a silent thing. Imagine putting on a headset also with that.
And going into a club, right?
Going into
Let's
a
say
club,
like you want to go
it's
to the
a
club
club.
to live, right?
There's no more music there. It's just a guy with wireless headphones giving people, hey,
Right.
look, this is what it is. Put on headsets. Or even if you don't want to go from your house, you put on a headset and put on fucking.
Yeah, bro.
Bang.
You're in your
I'm
house.
going to live tonight. Bang.
You're in your
these-
house. You put the
these-
helmet. You put
the
the
helmet on,
the
glasses.
goggles, whatever. You put them on. You're in your couch. You're like, yo, I'm gonna go live. I'm going to live tonight. Virtual live. You're there, bro. You see some girl that's hot as shit, right? You know, because we're talking about virtual reality where it's not like now where you just put the goggles on, but you're still conscious in your body. Say like it puts you to some. It connects to your brain, and you're actually like some type of like mental like body sleep, right?
Yeah. Before we keep on, we're not talking about anybody about live.
No,
Right?
man,
No, we're not talking about anybody about live, but
we're not talking about, you know, we're just talking
But
about
we're just
live
talking
in
about live in
as an
general.
example, right?
Yeah.
So like, let's say you go into there, right? You meet some girl. You know, these people are logging on.
Yeah.
You're dealing with other people. You're not dealing with virtual objects, virtual people. You're dealing with real people that are logged into this club. You meet this girl. You're dancing.
Yeah.
You're having a great time, right? Your spouse or your girlfriend or whatever, they can't see what you're doing. They can't all log into the same server, right? So there's gonna be multiple servers of live online as an example, right? And your girlfriend might be in server 3, you're in server 1, you're out here doing your own thing, you know, or she doesn't even know what you're doing. You put the glasses on, you're like, hey babe, I'm gonna go play a video game, right?
And
They don't know what you're doing, but you're not playing a video game.
club.
You're out there at a club, you know, a virtual club with a virtual girl, you know, talking, flirting, and your body isn't showing that you're talking
Any
or flirting.
emotion.
It's all in your mind. It's
Yeah.
all interacting with your mind in the virtual world. So you can be escaping and having a whole other life in the virtual world that interacts with real people.
Yeah.
And then you're like, man, this is the life I want to live. I want to be that guy that I am or that girl that I am in virtual reality.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna eventually lead to virtual sex, bro. They're gonna create a way where you can simulate virtual sex. Can you imagine that? You're logged in because, bro.
Well, they already sell these fucking things that you could be FaceTiming your girl from the computer, and you buy her this toy,
Yeah.
and you could simulate whatever's
Yes.
going on. You could
Right.
simulate it.
Yeah.
They could take that technology
But
and
look-
put it into the virtual reality, and then there you go. You could simulate that and simulate the feelings of you
But
having
no.
sex.
Listen, I'm gonna take it even further, right? So like, there's an episode of Black Mirror, right? Where in this episode, it's these two guys, right? It's weird. It's the latest season of Black Mirror. You know, spoilers if you guys haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But it's the guy. Have you seen the Justice League? Not Justice League. The Avengers movies, Falcon, Captain America's psychic guy. He's played by what's his real name?
He's gonna be the new.
He's gonna be the new Captain America. He's gonna.
Oh yeah, gonna be the new Captain
In
America.
Endgame, he gives him the
He
shield.
gives him the shield. He's gonna be the new.
Yeah, I don't remember what his real name is, right? So he's in that episode, and basically in this episode, they create this virtual reality game where you put a little chip, right? It's not even a headset. The little chip behind your ear interfaces with your brain and the video game. You know, you fall into like an unconscious state, and in the game, you're playing as the guy. It's a fighting game, right? And you fight, blah 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 blah. But you can do other things besides fighting, and
Yeah.
you realize that the game doesn't get stopped, right? So he starts having sex with the person that he's supposed to be fighting. It's another real person, right?
Yeah.
And they have sex, and it feels amazing. It feels just like real sex. The only weird thing about the episode is that the person he's playing with is his buddy, is his guy friend, right?
That's a girl.
But he plays a girl character, right? He plays a girl character
wow,
in the
that's my
fighting
fucking
game.
bro.
He plays a girl character in the fighting game, and he plays a guy character. And they're there playing, right? And then you know, people grow up and you see a character, and you're like, oh, she's hot, right? Or whatever. The guy, his buddy, I don't know, he never identified as gay or identified as transgender or anything. He didn't identify as any of that in the episode. He just found it interesting, right? So like they started making out in the video game. They actually had sex, right? And it felt amazing, right? It felt amazing.
When you get out of that, how confused are you gonna be though?
So what happened was after they did that, they were texting and talking about it like almost like a couple, right? Like they were kind of weird about it, but at first they were super weird. They're like I can't believe that just happened, kind of gay, right? Like kind of weird,
kind of homosexual, man, because
stuff,
you're fucking a bitch in VR. But it turns out to be your best friend.
It's your best friend, right?
And then when you get it out, it gives you
this illusion, right? Like the guy that's gonna be playing Captain America, he's having sex with this girl character, but has the mentality of his best friend, so they get super along. She's attractive, it feels super real. It feels like a real woman. The other guy might be somewhat more actually gay, right? Because he's attracted to like the guy character. And he says there's a whole different sensation from regular sex, because then it came to a point where they were like, all right, we're not doing this anymore, right? This is too weird, and they cut it off, right? They cut communication. So. They weren't talking, they weren't playing, nothing, right? These people went back to their regular lives, having sex with their one of them was married, the guy that plays Captain America is going to play Captain America, and the other character was having sex with women. And he wasn't satisfied. It didn't feel as good as how it felt in the virtual reality, right? So he was starting to contact the main character, right? The guy that's gonna play Captain America now, and it's telling him, hey, like let's do it again, right? Like let's play. It's not real. It's just virtual reality. But it feels good. But it feels good, right? It feels amazing. It feels like
peer pressure, man. Peer pressure,
not even peer pressure, but like you experienced it, right?
Yeah, but you experienced it, but you
amazing.
Don't want to do it again. But you got that one person.
Because in your mind, you're like, in real life, you're like, that's kind of gay, right? That's kind of weird. Like I shouldn't be doing that. But in virtual reality, you're like,
it's a girl.
Good. It's a girl. Why not? They get into it, so they're really addicted to the sex that they have in the game.
Yeah.
Right? So, off Black Mirror, imagine that in real life now, where in real life, virtual reality kind of gives you that
just imagine the people are all confused out there. That don't know if they're gay, bi, or straight, and they get into this VR world where they're able to experience this thing, and they know it's a guy behind there.
Well, you don't know, right? So what you're getting at is what I think you're getting at is like let's talk about transgenders, right? Right now, transgenders have to transition to look like women, right? And
but here you don't have to transition. You could be a full blown man, and then you could create a woman
avatar, right? And then you log on to this game. Log on to this.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was getting to. Like you don't know who this person is. But it's like
you log into this virtual society, right? And you're there. You're at the club. That's
another form of what we talked about in the first episode of the podcast, where people try to erase their past. Mm-hmm. That's another way where transgenders could erase their past and be like, yeah, I'm just a full blown woman. I'm not a man.
Would you really care, right? Though, so the question is, if you're in a virtual world, you see a girl, it feels like a girl. You don't really want to know the person behind it, right? Would you really want to be like, hey, are you really a girl or a guy?
Actually, I tell you the truth, I would want to know 100% that there's a girl in the back, because what if...
But does it matter?
Yes, it does. Because what if you find out that it's actually a man behind the VR world? Would it bother you?
Me as a straight guy, yes, it would bother me. But would you ask? And even if you do ask, right?
Honestly, knowing myself, I probably would never ask, because I just
then you'd be
go with it.
Because it's not just that, but you're gonna be paranoid the whole time you're thinking about it. If you're in a virtual world, you see a girl character, you're attracted. There's this whole like feature to have sex. It feels real, all that stuff, right? Even if you ask, they can easily lie and say,
Of course,
yeah, I'm a girl.
I'm a girl, 100%.
How do you not know?
100%
How do you not
woman.
know, right? It's just like when we were kids, right? Did you ever play RuneScape when we were kids in middle school?
Yeah.
Right? You know, you get these little virtual RuneScape girlfriends. You're like, oh, looking for a girlfriend. You know, you see this other little girl character. You don't know if that's a girl or not.
No.
They tell you, yeah, I'm a girl. Yeah, I'm 15. And you're like, wow, I'm only 12, right? But you're lying. You're like, yeah, I'm 16. I'm 16, right?
16.
And you create this fake life on RuneScape. Same thing with
RuneScape
virtual
was
reality, right?
mainly fucking men on that shit, because every girl I knew fucking hated RuneScape.
My girlfriend played RuneScape.
Every girl I hated, every girl I dated, every time I played RuneScape in middle school, fucking hate when I played, because I addicted to that shit.
Amanda, the girl I'm currently with, you know, she played RuneScape.
And I'm happy you guys are getting married. I love you too.
But
Congratulations on getting married, guys. This man's getting married next month, and I'm excited for it, you know?
Magic Party is going to be crazy.
Oh, it is. Just, you know, hope
But
everything goes as planned.
Let's get back on topic, right? So, on topic, you know, these people created these little fake relationships on RuneScape, which wasn't even virtual reality, it was just a video game. So imagine now actually experiencing, actually feeling things, you know, you're feeling the girl, the girl's feeling the guy, you know, you're actually having
you
intercourse.
feel that,
feel
that female connection.
Yeah, bro, it feels real, right? You're having actual sex, people actually climax, you know, it's a whole different thing, man. So why would you be even asking, are you a girl, are you a guy?
No,
first of all, you have to take it at face
that.
value. If they say yes, it could be a lie though. It could be a lie. So it'd be a great platform for transgenders to, you know, figure their stuff out, not have to actually transition, you know, so it'd be great for that. But how crazy would that be, bro? That you can live a fake life out there having a fake virtual wife or a fake virtual girlfriend.
This one.
And, you know, have all these things on there. And then in real life have a real wife, have real kids. What if you can actually replicate having kids, bro? What if you could do that? What if you have sex with a girl, right? You have sex with a girl, a girl character. She gets pregnant, artificially pregnant in the game, and it creates a small AI baby. The baby comes out, bro. All this. You have a whole nother life on there.
You got a whole nother responsibility.
How would people react, right? So like, what if you like your virtual wife better than your real wife? Your real wife is bitching at you, right? It's almost like a mistress, right? You know, when you're with a girl on the side.
So don't you think that your virtuality wife or baby mama is gonna give you the same issues as your real wife?
No, you know why? Because it's almost like when you have a side chick, right? When you have a side chick, you guys don't talk about real life problems.
That's true.
You know, you only talk about the good stuff. Oh, how you doing, babe? How's it going? Oh yeah, you know, let's go out on a fancy date. You know, the sexual passion is on there all day, every day. You know, all these things that you don't get in your regular relationship. That's the reason why people cheat, right? Because people cheat because there's something missing in their relationship, some type of sexual passion. Some type of like
being handled,
being
manhandled.
You know, something's missing, right? Something's missing. So they go out and they find it in another girl or another guy, and then that's why they're attracted to that person. That person is providing what they're missing in their relationship, right? So that side relationship revolves only around that small detail. When things start getting complicated, like that side chick or that side guy tries to come in with some drama, like you're like yo. I already deal with this drama in my main relationship. Don't bring that up here. You know, if that's what you want to do, we're done. And I'm gonna find another side chick or find another side guy that is gonna give me what I want that I'm missing without the drama and the problems that I deal with in my real relationship.
Yes, I agree with you 100% because that's what you don't want to live with that.
So virtual reality will be the same thing, right? You're on there. If things start getting a little bit too intense, you're like, yo. Let's relax.
Now, I got a question. Would you, let's say your girlfriend, your fiance, goes into this virtual reality world and has this whole fake relationship. Would you consider it as cheating?
That's interesting, Brian. That's interesting. So, like, honestly, it would be cheating, right?
Yeah, it would because your mentality is somewhat. But are you physically cheating, though?
So physically, if we're talking about the extent of technology that we're talking about, like in that Black Mirror,
Yeah,
episode,
we're
where
talking
you can
that-
actually
we're talking
feel-
about-
you can actually
okay.
feel these things, even though physically you're not actually having sex, you're not having sex during virtual reality, but you're having you're having the same sensations,
The real
as,
orgasm.
yeah, as you're having in real life. Then even though you're not physically actually doing it, you're feeling it. You're building a relationship with this other person.
Yeah.
You're catching feelings for this other person because. Perfect example is people get catfished online, right? They meet somebody online, they
I'm
never
amazed.
meet them in real life.
I'm amazed how that
And-
happens in
and
today's
they-
age.
they
You got
text,
fucking FaceTime.
They text, they call, they do all these things, right? And it's a pretty much like a virtual relationship.
Yeah.
They only text and call and whatever other mediums of texting and their phones and stuff, and they fall in love with each other
Yeah.
over there, and they have feelings. Then when they find out, like in that show Catfish, they find out it's a dude. Or the girl doesn't look like the girl that she was telling you she looked
Yeah.
like. They're completely hurt. They're destroyed. Their life isn't what they thought it was. So if you can be easily tricked and catch feelings for somebody over text messages nowadays, imagine in a virtual world where you can look however you want. This girl's gonna look beautiful. This guy's gonna look fucking amazing. Big guy, buff, six pack. You're gonna feel all of those features, right? When you have sex, you're gonna feel all this stuff. You're gonna build an entire relationship. It's gonna mentally fuck you when you're outside in the real world. You're like, yo, I'm tired of dealing with your crap. I want to get back on the virtual reality and deal with what's happening there, because what's happening there is what I like. The dude looks how I want him to look. The girl looks
You're
the way
actually
I
right
want
on
her.
that. I think I take it as cheating as well,
Doesn't give
man.
me the drama. Exactly.
I take it as cheating as well.
I completely believe it's cheating.
I take it as cheating as well because at the end of the day, like you said, you're building a relationship. Even if it's fake, you're building a fake relationship with somebody, a real someone, and even if you could,
Even if you don't know if it's
you
a guy
don't
or
know
girl
if
in
it's
the
a guy
back
or
of the
girl in
ground,
back and you're still
you're building
creating
a mental
relationship,
connection with this person, and
yeah.
you're sharing feelings. You're having these sensations.
You're
of real sex.
having these talks that you don't have with your significant other.
Exactly.
You're having talks that you're doing stuff that you're not doing with your significant other, and that's what you're missing in your relationship, and that's what you're doing.
Exactly.
That's what you're looking for, and this guy or this girl is doing it for you.
Exactly. So, guys, I want you guys to drop comments on what you guys think is virtual reality relationships cheating. What we've been talking about, does that constitute as cheating? Like, would you guys see that as your spouse or you yourself with another girl, another guy? Like having these feelings, having these conversations. Is it cheating? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think
I'd
about
love to hear because honestly, I think it'd be cheating. As much as I want to say no, because it's fake, but that person, once she kicks into reality, she's going to be comparing you to that person.
Exactly.
So I have to agree that it is cheating, man.
Yeah.
Just let us know. Just
but I want
comment,
to
let
hear
us
from them,
know.
right?
Yeah, comment, let us know. We would love to hear your feedback on if it's cheating or not. If we're wrong, we're wrong.
Yeah.
Prove us wrong. We'd love to fucking know.
It's all opinions, right? So
It is.
just from their aspect, maybe they're okay. Maybe they're okay with their significant other having a virtual relationship and then coming to real life, and meanwhile their relationship is okay. It's all right,
Yeah, but that's what you think. You think your relationship is okay. This
There's
entire time.
there's people out there with open minds, right? There's swingers, right?
Oh,
In real
yeah.
life, there's two couples. They meet up. They're swingers. I fuck your wife. You fuck my wife. And we're all best friends, bro, and it's all okay.
Shit.
And that exists in the
That's
real
your
world.
lifestyle.
So that exists in the real world. So imagine in virtual reality, you're not actually fucking anybody. You're not actually doing it. There's no actual penetration.
But
It's
you
just
get that feeling.
all sensations, all feelings, all mental connections. So why not, right?
But what if in that virtual reality you're like, man, I love the way this person talks. I love the way this person expresses himself. What's your real name?
That's where like
Let me look
that's
for
where,
you.
that's where the tricky stuff happens, right? Because then it's almost like the catfish show, right? Once you actually meet the person might not look anything like their avatar. The person might not.
But this is the thing with catfishing and this whole thing of catfishing. You're falling for this person that's telling you what you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have to be selfish enough to expect him to be fine? I understand that he's Not
Bro,
the best looking thing.
Before you go, let's finish this, bro. This
Alright.
has been sitting here for
Before he's the next thing, you know. Like, ooh. Give me a second here, guys. But
drink that beer, bro. It's a good chaser.
actually, no, I'm good. But you know, you got this whole catfishing series thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how people in today's age get catfished.
It's easy, man.
But the thing is, you got fucking FaceTime. The person doesn't want to FaceTime you. There's a fucking issue.
There is
a fucking issue because if she or he don't want to FaceTime you, go if I let's say we become into this virtual reality fucking relationship and I say, hey babe, I want to FaceTime you. I want to say you actually look. No, I can't today. Okay, I get it one time. It's fine. Second time, the fuck. Okay, this guy doesn't want to, or this girl doesn't want to fucking FaceTime me. And then I ask another time. All right, you gotta be fake. Like,
bro,
you gotta be fake.
They come
like,
up with some excuse, right? Oh, I'm sick right now. I look like shit. I don't want to look like shit in front of you. Oh, you know, I just got into a car accident and I fucked up my face or broke my arms. I'm in the hospital. I can't FaceTime right now. You know.
But you gotta be persistent. You can't just wait every week. You gotta be FaceTime today. No, you gotta be at that last minute. Like, that's it.
But the thing is,
either we FaceTime or we're done.
But
what I was getting to is these females when they FaceTime, when they get catfished by these men. But
sometimes men, right?
Yeah,
it's a man catfishing another man.
Yeah, sometimes right? No, but I'm where I'm trying to get is it's a female getting catfished by a man.
Yeah.
Probably not the best looking man, but you're connecting to this level of, man, this guy's great. These girls, all they're looking for is the looks.
Yes.
Yeah, they get the connection, but they want the looks as well. So what if this person doesn't look the best, but you connected with them on that level of you want to be with this person.
Yeah.
You still gotta give him that chance. Because he could still be that person. I understand that he posted fake pictures and did all this shit.
But you see, sometimes people...
But if you're connecting on a level, because sometimes these catfishers are actually being their true selves, they're showing their true colors.
Yeah.
But they don't got the looks, you know?
Yes.
But it's the true colors of who they really are, but don't have the fucking looks.
But some people are so obsessed with the looks, you know, that they even though, like you say, you're pretty persistent on FaceTime to see the person, right? Or on the phone or whatever, all that stuff. And they, you know, the thing is that they have suspicions, you know, you always have that doubt, like, what if it's all a lie, right? But they don't want their reality that they've built to come crashing down. They don't want it to be destroyed. So it's like, it's okay, you know, it's okay.
You know, you've answered my question.
I like living the lie. I like living the lie, right?
Just on that alone, you answered my question because I've always thought about it. Even when the show Catfish came out, I always answer that question. How? How do these fucking people...
Bro, but some people on that show have been in a relationship for a year. Bro. 2 years.
Without just
ever seeing the person.
Like, don't get me wrong, when I was in middle school, MySpace, I had a fucking virtual girlfriend.
Of course.
A girl that liked my shit, I'd message her, she messaged me, we fucking messaged each other.
But you don't know who's behind there.
In that age, we didn't have any webcams, we didn't have anything, so it was... And all I could go off of, she's from fucking Broward, and I don't have a car.
You don't want to believe it, right? They tell you, hey, your parents tell you, hey, be careful who you talk to. It can be a 40-year-old man.
She's sending me this fucking pictures.
Yeah, right.
Showing you these things, and they all look the same. So you're like, you know, man. Okay,
you want to believe the lie. You want to live the lie because, oh man, this is awesome, bro. You know, like this is amazing. Yeah. So in virtual reality, the same thing, right? You want to keep living the lie. You don't want to really know because once you do, it ruins it.
Yeah, you're right.
Once you know that, what if that girl character you're having sex with, that girl avatar, is actually a guy?
Like in the show.
Like exactly.
They didn't ruin it for each other.
They didn't ruin it for each other.
That's not gay.
But that show's complicated, right? That's another issue. But like
fucking far out there.
It's out there, right?
But they did hit a right topic. They hit the good topic because we were talking about earlier. You could get this virtual reality, like when we play Tekken or play Street Fighter. Yeah. You got the female fighters and the male fighters. What if we get those female fighters and put them in a virtual reality world where you're able to interact with them?
Yeah.
And the person behind that, it's a fucking 500-pound guy, man.
Yeah. You
Or
don't know.
300-pound guy.
You don't know.
You don't fucking know. It's just like a fucking queer
You know,
or
people,
a fucking
you know,
guy.
people are visually stimulated. You know, they like what they see and they want to believe what they see.
And that's
so
when it comes. When
you
you're
see a girl,
a
you
man's
think like a
man
girl.
and you're straight and you live in that virtual reality world and you see this fine looking thing walking towards you, giving you this attention,
They're
careful. Gonna be like,
be careful, my friend.
You're gonna be like, you know what? Don't tell me what you really are.
Exactly, right?
Let me take you to that back room over
we're
there.
We're in a virtual world. I don't want to know what your real life is. I don't know anything about your real life.
Just fake it. Fake it till you make it, bro.
Exactly,
that's what it is.
You just want to live the dream, right? The fantasy, right? The fantasy of the hot girl. We're gonna have sex. You know, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
You just want to live the lie to escape from real, right? That's what the whole virtual reality thing is about. It's about escaping from realism, from your real life. In your real life, you ain't going to no clubs. You don't have any games to talk to any girls, right? You know, but in this virtual world, you do. In this virtual world, you got virtual assistants, what to say, what to do, you know, how to attract that girl, you know, all these things. You have all these virtual assistances that you don't have in the real world.
No, you're right.
And you want to live this dream of being a big papi chulo and picking up girls and getting fucking laid.
I tried giving one of those
and getting girls
to one
that
of
are
my
hot, that are getting hot as fuck compared to what your real life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you're right.
You want to live it, but you want to live it.
You're right. You're right. You know, you don't. That's true. You know, you're getting all these fine girls. You could be this ugly thing behind the virtual reality and be this papi chulo in virtual reality, and you could act how you really want to act, but you're too shy to do that in real life.
Because you don't look the way you want to look, right? So you can be this 400-pound guy that can't move, but in virtual reality, you're this fucking 180 jacked.
Toned fucking bodybuilder.
Yeah, bro, 180 jacked. And, you know, you portray yourself as a whole different thing.
Well, yeah, because when I play UFC, look, I'm 150 pounds.
Yeah.
When I play myself in the UFC game, I put myself heavyweight, bro. Heavyweight, all cut up. The way I want to be.
Exactly.
And that's how I portray myself in that game. I put myself as a fucking big guy, all tatted up, because that's how I would want to be in real life. But I know if I do that, it's not acceptable.
In real life, it's going to be hard to get jobs, all these things. They cost a lot of money to get tattoos.
Yes,
you know, all these things.
Right.
That in virtual reality, all those problems go away.
You don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about those things.
Yeah.
So you can portray yourself as a whole different person.
We could even take as virtual reality as when people play video games, man. When people play video games, they portray themselves as something else.
Yeah, bro. You play you play not Call of Duty. I was gonna say Call of Duty, but when you play GTA, bro, you're running people over. You're in a plane. You're blowing people up.
You're doing the things you want to do.
You're stealing cars. You're doing all these things. Yo, ain't nobody doing that in real life.
No.
And
the people that do that in real life has got something fucked up in their brain, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They got fucked up. They got locked up.
They forget it's real life.
That's when we get into when you do a bunch of drugs. Not just smoking weed, but if you do heroin and you go ahead and you play this game.
You do heroin, you do meth.
You're gonna go play. You're gonna play. You play these video games.
Drugs.
Yeah, you do these. You go playing these video games. You're gonna forget what's reality and what's real. Even if you have a control in your hand, you're not gonna understand. Yo, I can't just go out there and steal this car. You're gonna be like, fuck it, I'm fucked up. The last thing I played was fucking Grand Theft Auto. That's still in my brain because the last time I shot up or I smoked fucking heroin or I smoked fucking crystal meth, that's the last thing I did. So your life continues off of what you did.
You don't smoke heroin, but...
I don't smoke heroin. I don't smoke heroin. I don't fucking inject it. But I don't inject. I don't do that.
It's the drinks, bro. It's
the drink. This is where it goes. Where I don't do none of those fucking heavy drugs, guys. Please don't think I do fucking heroin or do crystal meth. But if you fucking smoke whatever, because you can, because you can put in a cigarette or anything.
I don't think so.
No, you can because it comes in powder form. It's a powder form.
You can't smoke. You can't smoke cocaine, bro.
Yeah, you can, bro.
No. Well, yes.
You could banana boat it. If you look at the movie, if you look at the movie from what is this guy? He's flying the airplane. He lands into the fucking.
No.
He banana boats.
I know people.
I know people.
I know
But you
people.
banana boat. You could take off a little bit of the tobacco in there and put.
You can sprinkle it on, bro.
No, not sprinkle. You put a good bit of cocaine inside your cigarette, and you smoke.
No
The
shit.
fucking you smoke it and then you smoke the rest of the cigarette. It's called a banana boat.
Oh, I never know that. I just knew about.
I learned that, guys. I don't fucking smoke this at all. I learned it from a movie, but it's true because it's based off a true movie. It's based off a true story.
I know what movie you're talking about.
Yes, it's based off a true story, and that guy does it. So I know it's real because you could fucking smoke it. Like you could smoke anything. You could smoke fucking.
You're right,
whatever you want.
You're right.
But please, guys, do not
do not do any of that.
Do not do any of that. But please do not think I smoke. We don't do drugs.
We don't endorse drugs or drug use or any
We don't
of that.
fucking do drugs on here. The only thing we do is we fucking drink.
Drink some beer.
Here, cheers to fucking
Cheers,
drinking
bro.
beers. That's all.
And only if you're over 21.
Yes.
Nothing, no underage drinking.
I didn't even know. It was fun experience.
Let's wrap it up, bro. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. Virtual reality is gonna be a bitch, bro. Virtual reality is gonna bring a lot of problems into life.
Agreed.
You know, like and people think it's so far away, but it's very close. It's very close. Give it another 20 years, another 10 years. It's gonna be there to that level. Because look at the things we've done with cell phones. Look at the things we've done with the internet.
Bro.
With the internet, bro. The internet in the 90s.
Internet blew up from the 90s from being a little fucking beeper.
Not a beeper, but the internet was just forums, right? You would just log in
it was forums.
and
Actually, in the
chat with
90s,
people.
what it was, in the 90s, we
There was
had
no websites. There
no
was
website. It was
websites.
a big ass fucking computer in the fucking 90s. Not even like in the 2000s. It was a big ass computer.
Yeah, you had a fat ass
Now,
monitor.
look at this.
Look
We're
at
in
this. Look how thin this
2019.
is.
Look how thin my laptop is compared to what it
Not
was
just that.
a
But
few years.
whatever
Yeah.
this can do, this phone can do it, bro. I can browse the internet.
I
I can be on
we could
Instagram,
live,
Facebook.
We could live anything we want on this computer,
We
on
can
my
be-
on my phone.
We
where I
can
could
be YouTube live on here.
we could
So
do anything we
imagine,
want.
imagine how far we're gonna go. Excuse me, in the next 20, 30 years. Man, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
So drop your comments on what you guys think the future is gonna be like. What do you think real problems of virtual reality are gonna be? You know, are you guys into virtual reality or not? How far do you think virtual reality is from 2019 to actually be at the level that we're talking about? You know, have you guys seen Black Mirror? Have you guys seen those episodes? And what do you guys think? Just drop your comments, drop your feedback on everything we've been talking about: microchips, virtual reality, virtual relationships. You know, all these issues in the future that are not so far off. Do you think they're far off?
Yeah.
And if you do, why? Why
just
do you think they're so far off?
Just imagine 30 years down the road. You know, imagine where we're gonna go with technology. If we're gonna be able to make full-blown arms off. Just so like,
That's
we
for a
chop
whole
our
other
arms
episode,
off.
bro.
Yeah.
That's a whole other episode.
We chop our
with
arms off or
virtual,
anything,
with,
you know.
with augmented, augmented
Limbs,
yourself
bro, yeah.
to create limbs and all that stuff. But you know, drop your feedback on what you guys think about the future. How far do you think we are from these kind of topics to actually reach real life? What do you guys think about Alexa recording you? You know, microchipping, all these things. Drop your comments, drop your feedback. What are your last words, bro?
We're sponsored by George Ox and the Checker Butterfly and the Santisteban family. And today we got a special guest called Misty down here with us today. So she's gonna be the biggest hit of the whole entire episode, guys.
All right, guys, dale.